Jack Ashton.
I'm under passion while you're talking.
Alrighty, Jack. So how did you get into scouting?
I'm a fourth generation scout. It started with my grandfather, and then he got my father involved, and then my father got me and my brother involved. That's pretty much it.
Wow, so you're a fourth generation scout. So were they Eagle Scouts, or what was their scouting experience, and how did that translate to you?
None of them were Eagle Scouts. They all, however, were involved with the Order of the Arrow. My grandfather's a big AIA guy, so that's kind of trickled down to me. And yeah, unfortunately, none of us could get Eagle Scouts. We were kind of in scouting for fun.
Out. So, well, it's still good that you had those experiences in scouting. And scouting can be just for fun and for the leisure of it too. Doesn't have to always be about rank advancement. So, I know you're on camp staff, so tell me about your camp staff experience.
So I did 4 years of camp staff, starting with my CIT year. My second year on staff was bouldering area, and then my last two were at Ipwan, where I was mostly at the lake.
So what did you enjoy most about camp staff? What made you keep coming back each year?
Well, that's a good question. Camp staff it's a lot of hard work, which I do enjoy, but when the nighttime comes and the staff gets, let loose for the night, it's just as fun, even more fun. It makes the work, I guess, paid off.
Nice. So how did you first get into the OA?
Like I said, my grandfather was in the order, and so was my father. And that came down to me. And when it came down to do our unit elections, my troop saw me as fit for the Honor Society. And after that, I took my ordeal in 2016. And unfortunately, I took a very large hiatus and came back to do my brotherhood in 2021.
Well, I'm glad to have you back even after a hiatus. So who's the biggest impact or influence on you in the OA?
Like currently, or
It could be currently, it could be past, anything.
I'm gonna have to say I keep coming back to it, but my grandfather has been a huge part of my life, one of my very big role models, and just seeing the work he did with the Order of the Arrow, with ceremonies and everything else, I kind of just took a grasping to it and really enjoyed talking about it with him, sharing our experiences, and just kind of learning and growing from it.
Gotcha. Well, I'm glad you had that special connection with your grandfather. So I also understand you went to a Northern Tier. Can you tell me about that?
I did go back to Northern Tier, I did go to Northern Tier in 2020 for their winter programming, which was dog sledding. And that was a blast. And that was fun because when my crew originally told me we were going to Northern Tier, I thought we were doing the canoe trek. And once they said February, I was kind of in shock and a little scared to see what Minnesota was like in the winter. But all in all, it was a beautiful experience and really helped me grow as an LDU.
Excellent. I'm glad you had a good time. You mentioned you're heading back to Northern Tier.
I am going back to Northern Tier for the, I can't recall what the OA program is off the top of my head, but I just signed up a couple nights ago to go next summer and do the OA program.
Well, that's exciting. So back to the OA. What was your ordeal experience like?
I can't remember too much of my ordeal experience. I did have it pretty easy because I was by myself. None of my other troop mates came with me, so it was kind of easy to go through the ordeal experience. And it was really cool to experience it just as just yourself and make friends on your first weekends, and really getting engaged by yourself is another challenge to behold as an ordeal.
Gotcha. Jack, thank you for your time.
Watch.